Okay, let's begin by taking a nice easy seat, and if you plop your butt down, you kind of wiggle around on your sit bones, you check in with your spine and it doesn't feel easy or easeful, what you can do is roll up the back of your mat or roll up a blanket or a towel and sit yourself down on that little bit of extra height. And a little bit of extra height, bringing your hips perhaps up in line with your knees, allowing you to grow a bit taller in your spine might be just what you need to find a little bit more ease. Then what we're going to do is invite some gentle movement with breath. So it's nothing too powerful, nothing too stressful, it's nothing that we have to really align and perfect and get right. It's just gentle flowing movement with breath, mobilizing our spines in all different ways so we can bring a greater sense of ease and flow back into our bodies. Because I notice what happens when I feel really unwell, not only do I kind of feel a bit flat, so gentle movement with breath can help pep me up, but I also feel really tight and stuck and stagnant. And it's often the definition of dis-ease in the body. We've lost that sense of ease because there's a sense of stuckness or stagnancy in the body, which then manifests as illness. And so with gentle movement with breath, we start to mobilize and invite that flow through nice balanced joint spaces as we lubricate the joints with movement and breath. And we start to bring a greater sense of ease back into the body, which is the foundation for health and well-being. So follow along with me as best you can. I'll mirror you. As I said, it's not about getting it perfect or right. It's just you here inquiring as to what's possible as you easefully move with breath. So reground your seat. Take a big full breath in and a long breath out. Just noticing how your breath is first and foremost. Another breath in and a breath out. And then move with that. On your inhale, reach your right arm overhead, grow really tall. And on your exhale, arc over to the left. You can plant the left hand down, really anchor that right hip. Then inhale, both thumbs up. And do the same to the other side. Exhale. Inhale, both thumbs up. Exhale, little twist around, right hand to the outside of your left knee. Then inhale, both arms back up. And exhale, twist around to the other side. Inhale, both arms back up. This time, interlace your fingers and press your palms to sky. Keep that with your hands. Exhale, hands down in front of you, round your back, little slouching back. Then inhale, sweep back up. Exhale, reach your arms around behind you, interlace your fingers, stretch your handshake to the back of your mat, lift your chest, big inhale. And as you exhale, keep that handshake and dive forwards and fold. Then back to the beginning. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, arch over. Inhale, back up. Exhale, arch over. Inhale up. Exhale, twist around to the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, twist around to the right. Inhale, back up. Interlace your fingers, lift. Exhale and round. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind you. Lift your chest, send it high. Big inhale. Exhale and bow forwards. Go like that again. Lose yourself in the movement. Inhale. Exhale and over. Inhale up. Exhale and over. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. It might be really small movements if you're not feeling so great, and that's okay. Inhale. Exhale and twist. Inhale, arms up, interlacing the fingers. Exhale and round. Inhale up. Exhale, arms around behind you, interlace the hands. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Good. Inhale, come back up. Release your hands, roll your shoulders out. Slide your jaw side to side. Going for mobilization and flow. Releasing that stagnancy, tension. Turn your neck side to side. Slow and gentle. And drop your ear side to side. And then on your inhale, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. And exhale, drop them down. Inhale, shoulders up. And down. One more, inhale. And good. Roll through your shoulders. And then the other way. Good. Take your arms out, roll through your elbows. And then the other way. If you're really fancy, you might do opposite directions. Get really awake in the mind space. And then wrists. And take hold of your right hand, pull the fingertips back. And then do the opposite, fingertips down. Then the left hand, pull your fingertips back. And then fingertips down. Roll through the wrists. And then almost like you're trying to flick water off your fingers, give them a little shake, get into the joint spaces through the hand, fingers, elbows, shoulders. Good, and then rest your hands down on your knees, your thighs, and circle your ribs around, almost like you're stirring a pot. It doesn't have to look really rhythmic or fancy. You're seeing what's possible as you draw circles one way, mobilizing areas in the thoracic spine where we tend to get stuck, or if you've got a bit of a chest cold or something's going on in your lungs, you feel really restricted. We want to start to open those areas up and go the other way. Good, and then take hold of your front shin. On your inhale, move your sit bones back as you lift your chest up and look up. Exhale and round. Inhale, lift and look up. Exhale and round. One more like that. Inhale, look up. Exhale and round. Come back up. Change the shin that's in front. Give yourself another little shimmy shake out. Be really gentle. Roll through the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the fingers. Circle the ribs. The other way. Good, and then take hold of the front shin. Inhale. Swipe your sit bones back. Ripple up through your spine. Look up. And exhale and round. Inhale, drop your belly forward, lift up. Exhale and round. One more, inhale. And exhale and round. Good stuff, yogi. From there, reach your legs out in front of you. Give them a little shimmy, shake in and out. And keep your left leg out in front of you, still sitting on your rolled mat or your blanket if that's helpful. And take the outside edge of your right foot and pull it back towards you, and then release it back out, almost like a bow and arrow type action. It's like a little hip floss for the joint space there. Start to mobilize anything that gets really tense and stuck, particularly if we've been immobile, lying down in our bed. We can feel really sticky and icky and hard around our hips. And bring a little bit more warmth and flow to it. Nothing too dramatic. We want to practice ease to start to release and shift the dis-ease. And then from there, take your right foot to the outside of your left thigh or knee, and just a gentle bounce, just really gentle. You're not trying to force anything to happen here. The moment you force, you create resistance and fight, and that resistance and fight in the body is really unhelpful to getting well. You might notice that in yourself, you fight the actual element of being unwell, and you try and push on through and do all the things that you thought you should be able to do. This disease shouldn't be getting in your way. And we get sicker. Or we might kind of fumble on through and think we're okay, but then it comes back to bite us in the butt at a later stage. You know, this is your time. This disease in your body is inviting you to really slow down, to take rest, to take respite, to really listen into the needs of your body, to take stock of how you've been moving or acting or thinking or stressing. Make some really skillful choices for yourself. And the biggest lesson I've had is don't expect it to be how it was. And it's okay. Open yourself up to the newness and what's possible. And as you rest, you open yourself up to a lot. And it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. So after that little bounce, you can pick up your right foot again, give it another little floss. Take your right foot on your left thigh again, give it a little massage. A lot of you will know by now, I'm doing some of my videos. The health of your feet is so important. Yeah. And release that right leg out, and you might notice that it feels very clearly different to the left leg, perhaps fuller, longer, more scintillating, a little bit more alive, less stuck, less stagnant, less diseased. Pretty cool how you can create that. And then do the same with your left leg. Pick up the outside of your left foot, give a little bow and arrow, forward and back, progressively moving that knee back past the armpit perhaps. Really doesn't matter where it gets to. What matters is how you're practicing here, how your breath is, how that's influencing your mind state, your emotional state, how you're responding, what you're doing. And then carry that foot over to your right thigh. This is gentle bouncing, gentle, gentle, gentle. Enjoying really long, deep, full breaths in, all the way down into your belly. Long, long breaths out. Even if you're blocked up in your nose, you could breathe through your mouth. Just imagine you're breathing through your nose, because it's less stressful in your body if you imagine long, smooth breaths through your nose. That's it. And then take the outside of your left foot again, give it another little floss. And take it across your right thigh again. Give the foot a bit of a massage, making sure you get the top of the foot, the inside, all around the sole, the back of the toes. And extend that left leg out in front of you. Give both legs a little wiggle, woggle in and out. Give them a little pat down. Good. And cross your legs once more. A nice easy seat. Check in with how your breath is. Even again, if you're still feeling blocked up or quite limited, see what's beneath that, what you've started to create for yourself. You might be areas that feel a bit warmer or less stressed or less sticky or stuck. And it's really good. And just notice those small wins for yourself, those small joys, how you've really showed up to create that for yourself. And it's a really important acknowledgement when you're not feeling well, you're not victimized by what's happening to you. You can really show up with it, and rather than ignoring it or fighting against it, pretending it's not happening or wishing it to be different, show up with what is. And from that baseline, you create some ease and flow to start to create conditions that are really helpful for you to be in relationship with what is. So from this conscious breath and conscious movement, you might stay here enjoying a few more minutes seated. I highly recommend, if you're got a lot of time, if you're unwell, you're probably at home taking a bit of respite, I highly recommend going to a wall. Imagine I'm putting my butt up against a wall. This is the wall space. You shimmy yourself right up against the wall and drop yourself down onto the floor and flick your legs up. If you don't have a wall, you can even do this like I'm doing. So you allow this nice reverse flow of energy. You get a little stretch out through the arms. You can give a little rock side to side. You can swim through your legs. You can slide your legs down the wall. Just a few more minutes for you. Just gentle movement, conscious breath, really taking ownership of the conditions you can create to skillfully be in relationship to what's happening for you, whether you're calling it a disease or an illness or just being unwell or a conscious choice to rest and relax. So set your timer for a few more minutes and make sure you close by acknowledging that you still have some really great gifts in your life. You have your capacity to breathe. You have your body, even if there's elements that feel like it's failing you. It's not always going to be that way. Thank your breath, thank your body. Thank all the gifts you have in your life. I thank you for being here and doing something so good for you, even when it was probably a real struggle to show up for it. I thank you. Namaste.